Samanta's release brought joy to her parents. After weeks of sorrow, they finally saw her smile again. They prepared her for school, even though she had missed many classes. Her father encouraged her, "My daughter, don't let what happened stop you. Go back and continue your studies. Show the world that you are still the best." Samanta nodded quietly. She returned to school with courage in her heart. At first, some classmates whispered behind her back, but she ignored them. She focused on her books. Every day she read and studied hard, determined to make her parents proud again. When examination came, Samanta wrote with confidence. Her teachers were impressed. Even though she had been away for weeks, she answered questions better than many who had been present all term. She stayed in the library during break, reading and revising. Other children noticed her seriousness. King also studied hard, but something was missing. His heart was troubled. Each time he saw Samanta writing in class, his chest beat faster. He remembered the truth about the Jews, but fear held him. He said nothing. He pretended to be normal, but deep inside, he was battling with guilt and shame. Finally, the results came out. She was first in the class again. She smiled and whispered, "Thank you, God." King came to check his own result. He saw his name in second position once again. His face dropped. Tears almost filled his eyes, but he held himself. Other students began to clap for Samanta. "She is truly brilliant," they said. King felt small. His heart boiled with jealousy once again. That evening, King returned home with his result. He handed it to his mother. Nene tore the brown envelope and opened the sheet quickly. Her eyes scanned the paper, and her face grew dark. Second again, she shouted angrily. "King, are you not ashamed? Since that girl entered your class, your life has gone backward. What is this?" King looked down. "Mommy, I tried my best. I studied, I read, but Samanta is too intelligent." Nene hissed and slapped the paper on the table. "Nonsense. She does not have two heads. I told you that girl must not stand in your way." Nene paced up and down the sitting room. "Why did the police release her? Who gave the order? I thought she would remain in prison. Now she has come back to take your first position again. I will not accept this. Never." King sat quietly on the chair. He whispered, "Mommy, please don't do anything bad again. I am afraid." Nene stopped and looked at him with sharp eyes. "Shut up. You are too weak. That is why she is defeating you. If you cannot fight for yourself, I will fight for you. Wait and see." While Nene was still boiling with anger, something unexpected happened that evening. A loud knock came at the door. Nene frowned. "Who is knocking like that?" she asked. She opened the door and saw 3 policemen standing tall, with a woman officer holding a file. "Good evening, madam," one of them said. "We are from the State Police Command. We need to carry out a search in your house. Please cooperate with us." Nene's face changed immediately. Fear entered her heart, but she pretended to be calm. "Search my house? For what? What are you people looking for?" she asked coldly. The officer replied, "We have reason to believe that there is evidence related to the death of teacher Nancy inside this house. Please, allow us to do our job." Nene folded her arms. "This is nonsense. You people already said that Samanta was guilty. Why come here again?" But the police ignored her words. They entered the house and began to search every corner. King stood in a corner, shaking. He could not believe what was happening. He prayed silently, "God, please don't let them find anything here." Nene followed the police angrily, pretending not to be worried at all. The policeman searched the sitting room, the kitchen, and the children's room. They opened drawers and cupboards, but they found nothing. Nene began to smile secretly. She thought to herself, "Let them search. They will not see anything. I hid it well." but her smile faded when one of the officers walked into her bedroom. He opened the wardrobe, pushed aside some folded clothes, and suddenly stopped. His eyes grew wide. He reached into a hidden corner and pulled out a small plastic container with a strange label. "Madam, what is this?" the officer asked, lifting the container carefully. Nene was shocked. She rushed forward, trying to snatch it. "Give me that. That is not yours. It is just medicine. Leave it alone." But the officer held it tightly. He called his colleague. They looked closely at the label. The chemical name written on it matched the poison that had killed teacher Nancy. The officer's face hardened. "Madam, this is the poison we have been searching for. Exactly the same type that was found in the juice bottle. How did this get into your wardrobe?" Nene stammered. Sweat poured from her forehead. She had no answer. She was caught. The room became silent. King's heart almost stopped. He held his breath, staring at the container in the policeman's hand. Nene tried to speak, but her voice shook. "Officer, I don't know how that thing entered there." "Maybe somebody put it," the officer interrupted her sharply. "Enough, madam. Don't waste our time. This is strong evidence. You will follow us to the station immediately." King covered his face with his hands. His worst fear had come true. The police looked at Nene coldly, while neighbors began to gather outside the compound. The poison had finally been found in her wardrobe. To be continued.